Season 24 is tomorrow, so let's speedrun the patch notes. Last season was about the support class, now it's time to get aggressive with Assault Legends. Support Legends no longer get double heals from syringes and cells, but all Legends heal slightly faster with small heals. Every Assault Legend gets a couple new passives. First is Combat Reserve. You can carry extra ammo per stack, you get 2 extra grenade slots, and you can still open red bins. Second is Stowed Reload, which gives them auto reload after stowing a weapon for 2 seconds, and Battle Surge, which gives a speed burst, fast reload, and highlights the enemy when breaking shields. Ash and Ballistic will be getting big buffs. Prepare to see a lot of them. Ash's arc snare will snag targets against the strong edge of a snare more often. Her ult goes further, travels faster, and will be easier to use. The biggest change is her passive, which will give her an omnidirectional dash when she double jumps. Ballistic now starts with 2 tacticals, which can double at level 3 shields, and his sling weapon will upgrade with his Evo. His ult also grants movement speed, and he can throw a care package weapon in his sling. Maggie's ult can now break Gibby Bubble and Newcastle Shield. Crypto ult also destroys Gibby Bubble, and Loba now starts with 50% ult charge instead of 99. Some big armor changes. Only 2 helmet types remain in the game, gold and red, and max level for Evo is now level 3, but you can get gold or red shields by picking up gold or red helmets. Gold will grant double heals like the old support passive. New arsenal stations will be around the map, allowing players to hot drop and get the gun they want, but hammer points are out of the game, and gold mag time to reload now only takes 2 seconds, it was 5. All weapon damage will be increased in Season 24. Here we go. Havoc auto fire increased by 3, and Havoc beam shot damage increased by 17. Hemlock by 1. R301 increased by 1. Flatline up by 1. Devotion increased by 1. L-Star by 2. Spitfire up by 2. Rampage increased by 4. 30-30 repeater no charge damage increased by 4. Full charge damage increased by 5, and slightly increased projectile size at long range. Bow check increased by 5, fire rate slightly reduced. They removed Deadeye's tempo, and Shattercap's damage increased by 1 per pellet. G7 scout damage up by 2, fire rate slightly increased, and projectile size increased at long range. Triple take damage increased by 1 per pellet and slight increased size at range. P2020 damage increased by 3, RE45 up by 1, wingman damage up by 3, and base mag size reduced, but can have sniper magazine now. Alternator damage increased by 1, Prowler up by 1, R99 damage decreased but is floor loot now, Vault damage up by 1, EVA 8 damage per bullet increased by 1, Mastiff damage increased by 2 per pellet, Mozam increased by 1 per pellet, Peacekeeper is now in the care package, increasing its damage by 3 per pellet, headshot hits for 135, choke speed increased, and pellets pierce and hit 50% after first enemy hit. Kraber damage increased by 10, headshot damage will be 210, longbow base damage unchanged, headshot is 108, and limb damage reduced by 10%, sentinel base damage unchanged, headshot does 126 damage, limb damage reduced, and remove Deadeye's tempo. Visual clutter is also reduced on all weapons, and weapon trials have been reworked and should be easier.